2 police officers have been convicted of murder by the Eldoret High Court for the torture and subsequent murder of a man, Denis Lusava, whose body was then dumped in River Nzoia in October 2022. High Court Judge Reuben Nyakundi said the prosecution had proven beyond reasonable doubt that Constable Emanuel Wafula, together with Godwine Wekesa, were guilty of the murder of the 21-year-old youth at Mbururu Police Station in Likuyani in Kakamega County. Crispin Otieno with the details.
In a landmark judgment issued in Eldoret on Friday by Justice Reuben Nyakundi, police constables Emanuel Barasa and Godwine Wekesa have been found guilty of murder. This is following a protracted court battle between the prosecution and defense for the better part of 5 years following the gruesome murder of Denis Lusava inside a police cell. According to court records, the now deceased youth Lusava was involved in an altercation with the officers in 2020 before members of the public came to his defense. He had reportedly been arrested for not wearing a mask in a public place. The police officers then traced the 21-year-old youth days later, arrested him, and held him in custody at Mbururu Police Station. He was handcuffed to a window and then beat with kicks and blows, as well as getting flogged with electric cables. Justice Nyakundi said the prosecution proved that the young man sustained major injuries and died at the station. The now convicted police officers later carried the body and dumped it into a flowing River Nzoia. The judge dismissed the defense, noting that the police are tasked with protecting civilian lives.
The evidence by the prosecution, so that this court can say there is suspicion about how the deceased found himself at River Nzoia. Solemnly so. Being police officers and with a heavy heart, because of the constitutional office they hold, I find the accused person guilty of murder under Section 203 as punishable to Section 204 of the Penal Code.
The judge additionally cancelled the bond that had initially been granted to Wafula and Wekesa. Defense lawyers from International Justice Organization representing the victim's family described the conviction as a significant milestone in holding rogue police officers accountable for custodial deaths and cover-ups.
To give you an inference that this case cannot be anything else except the murder committed with malice aforethought.
The convicted duo will be remanded at Eldoret GK Prison, awaiting their sentencing next Wednesday, July 9th. Crispin Otieno, Citizen TV.